If your gas boiler is not working, it's better to hire a plumber to fix your problem. In an emergency situation, you can troubleshoot it yourself. This boiler actually gives you a code as to what the problem is. If it is a problem with flame proofing, you can try to fix it yourself. Turn off the gas and turn off the electrical supply to the boiler. Panel, you will see the status light. It would go number 1, standby, and then 4, and then 6, 7, 8. So that should be the normal sequence. But if you go to 6, spark, and then flame proofing, and if you don't go beyond that, that means you might have a flame proofing problem, meaning your problem with the gas supply or with the flame sensor, sensing there's no gas, and you will not be able to start your gas boiler. It'll give you an error message, and it could be number 4, flame current. It could be other error messages. Attached to this burner tube here, and you have the pilot gas pipe going to the gas valve over here. If you can pull this burner tube out far enough after you remove this flame rollout cover, you can try to clean the flame sensor if that is the problem. A lot of times when the flame sensor is dirty, you cannot have a flame proofing, meaning they can't verify whether you have ignition or not. If you don't have ignition, the gas valve will turn off the gas. So that's a safety feature. And if that sensor is dirty, it won't complete the flame proofing, or it might have trouble igniting the gas. The flame sensor assembly sits on the 4th burner tube from the left. Q3451313L. So that's the part number for this. So in order to clean the flame sensor igniter, you have to make it accessible. This sits on the burner tube, so you have to lift up the burner tube and then pull it out as much as you can without kinking the gas supply tube. There's a aluminum or copper gas tubing that attaches to the gas valve. So when you pull this out, if you do it too much, you can kink it. So be gentle with it. Pull it out so you can access the flame sensor. Then you can use some very fine sandpaper like a 1500 or 800 and just clean the sensor. Or maybe you can use steel wool to clean it. And if you can't pull out the pilot assembly too much, you can also unplug the spark plug cable, and you can rotate this. Actually, it spins around and around this sensor, so you can just put your steel wool on one location and rotate this part here, this part. So in order to take out the burner tube, you can lift it at the front where the gas manifold is, and then just pull it straight out. So the flame sensor igniter sits on a bracket that is attached to burner tube number 4 from the left. So to reinstall the burner tube, you just put the tab in the back in place and then just press down the tube on the gas manifold. So that's the way the flame sensor assembly sits in my boiler.